Today we got the much anticipated episode 6 of the amazing digital circus. We're past the halfway point of the show and entering the final act, which is pretty scary to think about. Episode 6 has easily been the most hyped and talked about episode so far, especially with the elaborate marketing and wacky watch voting. In this video, like usual, I'll give a brief synopsis of what happens during the episode and then I'll move on to discuss the things I liked and disliked about it. I hope you enjoy. In this one, once again, the gang doesn't want anything to do with Kane's adventure, which upsets him greatly. He spawns in a bunch of guns and goes off to prepare for the awards ceremony for later. The gang split up into their different teams and chaos ensues. We get a bunch of character development for them all. Kinger and Ragatha are eliminated first, leading to a one-on-one chat between the pair. Zubul and Gangle are next, with just Jax and Pomni left. We get a massive argument between Pomni and Jax. During the awards ceremony, we find out that Ming is the winner, and we get a crazy sequence of Jax in the toilet nearly abstracting. It ends quite abruptly, leading us to an after-credit sequence at the end of Kane finding out none of the characters voted for him, which causes him to glitch. With the synopsis covered, let's get into my thoughts. I'll start off with the things I liked. First up, I think this is my favourite episode so far. It took what worked with the previous ones and made the format even better. First up, the pacing was absolutely superb. The digital circus has always been paced extremely well, to the point where you don't notice the length of the episode at all while watching. 6 was the longest yet, sitting at 33 minutes, and it used every minute of the runtime. Goose has said that episodes 6 to 9 will all be over 30 minutes, and I see that as an absolute win. Definitely excited to see what future episodes can do with the extra runtime. As I've said in previous reviews, the digital circus has always been written extremely well. The characters' motivations are clear and we learn more and more about them as the series progresses. Episode 6 is no different. Every single character got additional backstory and character-driven segments, even Kane. The star of the show in my opinion has to be Jax. The short segment where he was in the bathroom and nearly abstracted like Gangle did in 4 was crazy. Goose said before that the person most likely to abstract is someone that we didn't expect, and I think she was referring to Jax here. We basically got confirmation that Jax uses his persona to hide his real emotions. He's clearly torn up by his past friends abstracting, so he acts like he doesn't care about himself or anyone else when deep down he does. Linked in with the writing, the overall tone of 6 was similar but quite different from what we've seen before. A few of the one-on-one segments reminded me of previous episodes, but they didn't interrupt the flow of the story. Kinger and Ragatha's chat especially was adorable. I think it's a clear parallel to how Jax feels. Ragatha was upset but took the time to talk to Kinger about how she was feeling, and there was a beautiful moment. On the other hand, Jax shuts everyone out and refuses to drop the facade. As a result, when he's at his lowest point, he's by himself. He luckily snaps out of it and doesn't abstract, but that's just something interesting that I picked up on. Humour-wise, it's my favourite so far. It was packed full of jokes, one-liners, and just genuinely hilarious moments. I found myself laughing the entire way through. Like I said earlier, this is wonderfully contrasted with the character-driven moments. 1 second you'll be laughing at Jax and Pomni being a duo, and then you feel a pit in your stomach watching Jax argue with Pomni. The cliffhanger ending especially was unreal. Past episodes have always had these sort of unfiltered abrupt endings, but this one takes the cake. Definitely leaves the viewer in awe of what happened. As for the animation, I don't know how they do it, but each episode keeps getting better and better in terms of animation. All of the textures and models look brilliant. The backgrounds, lighting and objects help to set the stage and build on the tone. It's crazy too because it almost feels violent. Like a few of the deaths such as Kinger's, Ragatha's and Gangle's are extremely brutal, but obviously it's in this nice cartoony style. It's just great. I especially enjoyed all of the neat tricks, like Pomni spinning weapons around like she's in a match of Counter-Strike or something. Another aspect I loved is the fan service. Episode 6 was absolutely packed with fan service for the shippers. As a Funny Bunny shipper, I'm a bit on the edge of my seat after that one, but I think Ragapom and Abstragedy shippers got fed. The music composition was really strong. I liked the tune that played when Gangle ran down the hallway spraying the Tommy gun. It definitely emphasised the scene and made it so much funnier. So, is there anything I disliked about the episode? Well no, not really. For the first time in I don't know how long, there's nothing to criticise. From start to finish, episode 6 got better and better. I'm not sure how they could have improved this one. It was so methodically put together with all of the joyful moments at the start to the heart-wrenching segments at the end. There's nothing I'd change about it. So overall, episode 6 is my favourite episode of the show so far, and it might just be my favourite episode of an indie animated show full stop. Goose wasn't joking around with the funny before the storm comment, and I can't wait to see what's in store for future episodes. So that's everything. What do you think? Did episode 6 live up to the hype? Do you agree with some of my takes? Let me know down below. As always, thanks for watching.